Today's deck highlight does an awesome job of showcasing all of the different little synergies you can fit into a single Marvel Snap deck. Let's run through what all this deck has going on, starting with our powerful 5-drop here in Red Skull. 5 energy, 15 power, ongoing. Enemy cards at this location have +2 power. So this detrimental ongoing effect gets mitigated in 2 different ways in this archetype. The first is in the very direct manner with 0 on reveal, remove the abilities of the next card that you play. Ends up with Red Skull just being a 15 stat 5-drop. You can even play both of these in the final turn of the game, adding 18 stats for just 6 resources. We also kind of take this +8 power Red Skull could be giving your opponent and basically make it irrelevant with one of our other key cards here in Shuri. On reveal, double the power of the next card that you play. Giving our opponent's path +8 doesn't really matter if Red Skull is putting 30 stats into play. Whether Red Skull is zeroed out or just doubled up to 30, utilizing Arnim Zola can be great to split it across the board, as well as Taskmaster to copy its incredibly large stat line. One of the trickiest cards in this deck, though, is probably the Invisible Woman. Ongoing, your cards played here are not revealed until the game ends. Invisible Woman works well with a few different things this deck has going on. The first of which is Ebony Maw. If you play Ebony Maw underneath Invisible Woman, her effect stops Ebony Maw from flipping up, and his ongoing doesn't take place, so you can continue to play out additional things in the Invisible Woman path, as well as Atuma here, who normally gets destroyed at the end of turn if he's present with other cards, but if you put him under the Invisible Woman path, when he flips up after the end of the game, technically his at end of turn state check has been passed, and he doesn't get destroyed. Atuma also works well with Zero that we mentioned earlier, as well as Armor, who stops him from blowing himself up. One of the absolutely trickiest plays to execute with Invisible Woman in this deck is as follows, though. You'll have Invisible Woman in play. You'll play Shuri somewhere else on turn 4, making the next card that we play have its attack get doubled. Then we'll take Taskmaster and we'll tuck it into the Invisible Woman path. It technically doesn't count as being played until the end of the game when it gets revealed. And then on turn 6, we'll play Destroyer out to somewhere, which will trigger Shuri's text, doubling up to 30. Destroyer will then wipe out everything we have in play, which explicitly does not include the cards under Invisible Woman, which then causes Taskmaster to flip up and go, oh, the last card you played was a 30 power Destroyer. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed the game highlights that I have for you today. They do a fantastically fun job of showcasing the range of play patterns this deck has when it comes to putting big numbers into play in multiple paths. Remember, if you do find yourself enjoying it, hit that like button and leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite moment was. And if you happen to be new to the channel, consider subscribing. I post deck highlights like this 7 days a week. I'd love to see you back again. But for the rest of today, enjoy some Zero Shuri Red Skull action. Is it suboptimal to snap on turn 6? There are a small set of circumstances where snapping on 6 is fine or even good, I think. But in general, it is often wrong to snap on 6. If you wanted a rule of thumb, never snap on 6 is more often right than it is wrong. Oh no! Oh, not Sandman! Chat! I've been Sandmanded. I don't know how I'm ever gonna recover, chat. So we put Taskmaster under here, and then this actually just doesn't matter, chat. I play Destroyer here in the center. who will get doubled by Shuri up to 33 with the Monster Metropolis, and then Taskmaster will flip up after the game has ended and copy my Destroyer. So we'll have 35 on the right. Oh no, not leader! No! Get out of here. Get!
Victory.
We'll zero into Ebony Maw here. It's just Panther and Zola middle at this point. Then I'll get 12 power Panthers on each side. I think so. It's not a huge Panther, but 12 is still relatively large. I guess we'll get to see on the right side here. Will 24 be enough? Will 24 be enough is the question. Sniper, no sniping! Come on!
Mjolnir, to me.
All right, I think we're still fine. So I can Red Skull into Zola the Red Skull here, right? And that'll add 14 here and 8 here, so I'll be at 26 and they'll be at 22. And then 14's gonna beat them on the left. I'm gonna snap them before the Red Skull flips up. They already have the Mjolnir out, so he should mostly be static power on the right here. And they might think here they just have to beat me in the middle. If they have Shang-Chi, they are going to beat me in the middle. But if they just, like, put stats out here, we win the left and the right with Zola, splitting our Red Skull across. I don't think Wong fixes any problem that our deck has, and I don't think I need to roll higher with Shuri or Panther. I think Panther into Zola is good enough a lot of the time, and Shuri into Big Thing is already good enough on her own as well. Invisible Woman is another way we can play Atuma into a path with other cards. We're hopefully good here. Man, the jukes with Zola have just been so good for farming cubes. So good for farming cubes.
Victory.
So, fun interaction here. If you Ebony Maw under Invisible Woman, you don't have his ongoing effect and you can keep playing into her path. It's almost like he's happier and stops being crabby when he's underneath her, chat. Funny how that works. Do we Shuri or do we destroy her? I think we Shuri, right? If they Galactus mid, I'm gonna be happy they Shuri'd. Or not a Galactus deck. Interesting. What happens to a card under Invisible Woman if you destroy her? They survive. Invisible Woman will die, but the other cards live, which is one of the reasons why Destroyer's in this deck. Or Invisible Woman's in the deck. She has some good synergies with a few different things that we're doing. She's tricky in a couple different ways. They have 40 here. This is 12. 8 is 20. 8, 13 is 33. If I destroy her, we lose the right by 1. You think they're gonna leader us? All right, I'm gonna destroy her because they're a leader player. It's a good call. Oh, yeah! Holy crap! Woo! Winner, chicken dinner. Get smoked. Oh, yeah. Sometimes chat is right, and it is glorious. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Really seems like more of a follower to me, chat. Is this a 0 Ebony Maw or is it a Storm Angle? I think it's a 0 Ebony Maw angle.
Wind, aid my hand.
Opponent snapped. Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Man, the disrespect on not playing center. They could arrow us to the left, but Panther's still huge.
Wakanda forever.
Large land, chat. Large land. Are we doing this here? Maybe not. Invisible Woman can also hide Ebony Maw, which is nice. That comes up on occasion too. It's like this deck's got a couple of like little synergies like that, which is fun. Yes. Why, I do think I will. And the way Cloning Vats works here, chat, the zeroed Ebony Maw will be the one that comes back to our hand. The Dead Man, thanks for the quarter of a year, by the way. Welcome back. Well, that's a beautiful piece of candy if I ever saw one. Okay, so this is crazy. Call me maybe. I think I'm actually supposed to storm this because I think I'm supposed to storm this because I think it's better for them than it is for me. I think this is better for them than it is for me. Yeah, and we're gonna play these. I'm just talking over why we're doing this. I think we do this, and we go Maw into 0 here, so they get the rock, and then we'll be able to play the Atuma post 0 next turn over here. And I don't know that I'm actually playing Invisible Woman out. I think we're just chilling on that one.
Wind, aid my hand.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Yeah, with giving them the rock here, locking them out over here where they haven't played anything yet is great. If you play Shuri on turn 6, does she double the first card playing the Invisible Woman path? Yes, she does. It's a good read from the opponent. We're gonna play something big there. And then this, we're kind of playing 50-50 with the Spider-Man here, huh? Unfortunate they had the Shang-Chi. Yes, even if they Spider-Man us here, we could have drawn Arnim to have a decent shot. So Arrow doesn't win them the game. They don't have another Shang-Chi. What are the odds their deck can put more than 8 power into play here? It doesn't seem high, right? They're a Zabu deck without Zabu? Leader. Does Leader beat us? Leader beats Panther, right? Because we have priority, Leader beats Panther? Opponent left. Okay.
Victory.
Korg usually means Hawk. Yeah, so, if we stayed here, let's count. If I Red Skulled center, I would go to 33, and they would go to 13. And then if they leadered middle as well, they would go to 1936, but I would go to 39. So I think the correct play here, if my opponent doesn't retreat, is Red Skull middle, because Red Skull middle beats leader here or here, and Red Skull middle likely beats their non-leader plays as well, because it's effectively adding 7 to 9 power here. And I don't think they can beat 8 here on the left with the cards this type of deck is typically playing. If they had like a Magneto, they might get us, but outside of that, like, I don't think so. And I think the Korg and the Spider-Man probably means like something Zabu, so probably smaller place here. Every Series 5 card I have gotten, I spent tokens on. I am not lucky enough to open things without having tokens for them. I think this is snappable, right? We go Storm here, Shuri here, 30 power Red Skull here, 30 power Taskmaster here.
Wind,
Aid my hand. Yeah, and that kind of what you see me doing there, chat. Where people ask, how do I know when to snap? Do you see how I look at my hand and I parse this is what my turns are, and it looks like they're going to be strong, so it's good to snap here, because I think this strong hand has a chance to win. Those are the calculations you have to be doing to know when to snap, and it's why you have to relearn how to snap every time you change decks. It's what makes Marvel Snap a very hard game to play. This is actually kind of scary versus Mr. Negative, because I'm not wiping the ability off of this. And Red Skull against an Iron Man path is not great. Ooh, we're magicking, okay. Decks like this one that have a very straightforward linear game plan are some of the easier ones to snap with, is definitely true. I go, okay, my hand does this powerful thing. I'm going to play it. I'm going to snap. We have priority here, so this armor is an incredible draw to protect us from Shang-Chi over here. We're also currently winning the middle, and this lets us play a Tuma out as well. So definitely staying in for 4 cubes here.
Victory.
Did you just discard a Scorpion to their blade? Oh, it's Enchantress. Okay, so they're probably the Zabu discard deck then, right? I think we're vibing for now. I think we're snapping now. We go Storm into the Vats, Shuri into the Vats, Red Skull left, Zola the Red Skull across the board. Or Red Skull left, Taskmaster the Red Skull. Uh-oh, Monkahella, chat. Monkahella. How do you leverage Storm in this deck? So, oh shoot, I forgot about the rock. The Dark Dimension angle then? It might be a Dark Dimension angle then. The question's going to be is, can we beat their Hela though? Because they discarded an Infidot as well here, and they have another Lady Sif. I said I had 10 cubes to donate with this deck, chat. We're gonna make 8 of them to this Hela player. Strong guy. Interesting. So this is gonna put a 30 power Red Skull here and here. So we're basically adding 22 here and here, assuming they fill. Well, they can't fill the flooded, most likely. They could be a Hela deck, though. I don't know. So it definitely feels like it could go either way. But we have a Shuri trigger pending. So this Red Skull will be 30, and then Zola's gonna send the 30 across the board. Oh, clinch on the Jubilee. We're good, right? I believe we are good. Smell you later. Peace. Just like we drew it up, chat. Just like we drew it up. All right. Onward, upwards, backwards, forwards. Thanks for being one of the awesome people that made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember, your likes and comments help videos grow with engagement, and be sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. I post Marvel Snap game news, updates, deck highlights, and other fantastic stuff here 7 days a week. We hope to see you back again real soon.